Hi Celeste, my name is Csilla Fazekas. I'm the manager at Full Service Coffee Company in Los Angeles.
So tell me a little bit about Full Service Coffee Co.
So we opened September 2018, but the story started a little bit earlier. Back in the 40s, it was a Texaco station. The owners were just driving down on Beverly, and they were always looking at this little location that it would make an awesome coffee shop. It took them some time to build it out, but here we are now.
Ding!
Yeah.
What does Full Service Coffee Company mean to the city?
Originally, the idea was to bring quick, quality coffee to the customers. It's definitely a spot for commuters, but it's also a very safe and welcoming spot for the neighborhood.
What is the drink that you make most here?
A good iced latte is everyone's favorite, but if we want to talk something more on the special side, we have a Spanish latte, which is definitely a crowd favorite. We have hemp milk, we have almond milk, so that way we were able to promote the plant-based lifestyle, and then now we just switched completely from dairy to oat milk.
It's quite an unusual thing for a coffee shop to have a cheeseburger on the menu. I know that you're really proud of it. I'm really excited to try this. I can see why it's so good. Why is it so good?
I wanted to challenge myself to see if I can make a good burger. And want to keep it really simple, brioche bun, 20/80 fat to lean content, just American cheese, pickles, onions.
What is the best thing about being in the specialty coffee industry in LA?
I feel like there's no, it's kind of like a fresh, experimental place to do business. There isn't like the kind of traditions that come with like maybe opening a shop in New York, where people have a certain, type of coffee that they prefer. So I feel like, there's a lot more experimentation going on.
So you guys obviously offer a lot of different coffees. What are some of the special coffees that you offer?
I mean, my favorite is a pour over. So it gives you the option of choosing a different origin that we have, and that's changing seasonally.
I'm at Minotti's in Culver City. I first experienced Minotti's in Venice, not too far from here actually, where it all started. What makes Minotti's so special is their attention to detail. And quite frankly, I'm quite excited to meet Nicely, finally. Come on, let's go.
My full name is Christopher Nicely Abel Alameda. Most folks in the industry recognize me by Nicely. I got my start in coffee like a lot of folks do, with a green apron on at Starbucks. That definitely sort of just got my love for the environment. It had a caramel frappuccino blow my mind like it does many people,
So you made me a Spanish latte. What's in this?
So we got sweetened condensed coconut milk and oat milk and some cinnamon on top with that double shot.
It's delicious.
Thank you. It's definitely a nod to how my grandmother and my great-grandmother would have their coffee. Depending on how they would make it, they would add a little evaporated milk or sweetened condensed milk. So anyway, you've got, one of our little sort of gateway lattes. If we're playing good music, like those beats, translate into us feeling a certain kind of good. It translates into our coffee being.
So Nick, tell me a little bit about yourself and how you came to open up Bluestone in America.
I moved to the States. I missed the coffee culture from home. It was so different here in America. It was a lot more transactional. It was focused on solving a need for caffeine and far less about that social, that human connection that I got every day in Australia. Daily ritual where I'd walk in and the barista would know my name, face and order, that I wasn't a customer, I was a local. And then on the weekend, the big breakfast, the healthy food, sophisticated yet accessible, and it was just such a great way to connect with someone. And you know, I just thought there's this tremendous opportunity. There was an awakening happening with this millennial younger demographic around balance and wellness and health.
Where does your coffee come from, and where do you roast from?
So we roast our coffee at our own roastery in New York City. We have a roast profile that is quite heavy in chocolate notes, hazelnut notes, that goes very well with milk. The majority of our customers drink coffee with milk, whether it's a dash of almond milk in a cold brew or a dairy milk flat white. But certainly what's been an unstoppable trend is the movement towards plant-based milks.
Do you find that that's larger here, more popular in LA?
It's certainly more popular in LA, and cold brew is incredibly popular in LA because the climate, I think, is more conducive to cold for drinking iced drinks.
So tell me about GMB and where the name came from.
When we opened this, we really wanted it to be a coffee nerd's paradise. This place is experimental. We do weird signature drinks. When we opened here, we were making our own nut milks. We were bringing in coffee from roasters all over the world. So we were like multi-roaster cafe on steroids. And we had this idea for rather than making our customers line up and wait, of just having an open bar format where people can belly up, order, pay, receive their drinks, and consume their drinks right on site. I embrace and I love when there's lots of people smushed into a coffee bar area, because the caffeine, it lubricates like that community feel, the conversation, the liveliness. And so I love that about coffee bars, and so we embrace that. Our shops are not libraries. Our shops are not quiet spaces to get your work done. Our shops are community spaces. It's like a town square.
How is it having so many cafes in LA? Like, what does LA mean to you?
People here are just so kind and generous with their attention. It's so easy to like meet people. There's this feeling of sort of boundless opportunity. It's like 20 different cities smushed together. So you can go to Koreatown and have like one whole experience. You can go to Venice and have one whole experience. So it's like the most diverse, just wonderful, easy place to live there is. And I love the people here. And so this company is really dedicated to improving the community experience of Los Angeles.
This is so amazing, making a pour over in Los Angeles. It's about 20 grams, and I'm just gonna slowly pour the water through. I think coffee is a combination of an art and a science. I think you can make bloody good coffee, being really accurate and really, really specific. But I also think that there's a time and place for something that's a bit more relaxed, and you can still have a coffee that tastes amazing, even if, you know, you've got a pot of water and some coffee to brew. As long as the coffee is good, which is why specialty coffee is so important to the world, I believe you can still have a really great tasting coffee. So today was amazing. I really enjoyed my coffee tour. It was awesome. One thing's for sure, LA is amazing. It might be the sunset, the landscape, all of that, but for me, it's the coffee community that is evolving and growing. LA is such a diverse city, and I think what's really special is the energy that the people give it. They're very innovative, very resilient, and it's been really inspiring. I've loved the people and the cafes that I've met today. I'm Celeste Wong. This is LA. Back to the studio.